lot happier with a belly full of meat.
I don't think anyone understands that this game offered something that is very seldom offered in all RPG games today. And a lot of RPG games are more concerned with a quick return than they are with actually putting the time and effort to make a very decent game. And Skyrim actually did a really good job at appeasing both fandoms. It's not Morrowind, but it's not Oblivion either. And I actually overall enjoy the fact that this is a different gaming experience. I'm actually going to go ahead and get Mass Effect Andromeda, knowing that it will come with patches pretty soon. People are telling me to wait for it to go on sale. I can get it now for about $30. I might as well go ahead and get it. So when it comes out tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and get it. If I don't get it tomorrow, I get it on Wednesday. I think once I get it, I'm going to play it through. Or should I hold off? It all depends on what really happens. I may want to hold off. In fact, I might do that. But I do want to eventually get to that game. I heard some really good things about the gameplay and the story. A lot of people seem to not like it because it's not like the original trilogy. Oh shit! Save it back. I totally forgot. This is how Warware works.
I'll pay you good. Don't lose it. No time to talk. Snitch or double cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it. No time to talk.
Something has happened. Did I just get a...
Snitch or double cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
Alright, let's
Never should have come here.
Hey, he threatened my life. I had every right to take him out. Give me that. So yeah, what was I on about? Yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm looking forward to it actually. I know it's not the same game as the original trilogy, but honestly, I'm not looking to play the original trilogy. And I think people need to learn to move on. And I don't think it's healthy to expect things to be the way they were before. I really think in this period that we live in, we spend way too much money and time and effort on nostalgia and not on new experiences. And that's what's been really missing in the gaming world over the last 8 years, honestly. I would say 8 years since 2009, because that's when Mass Effect, the first one, came out around that time. Well, 2008, 2007, 2008. That was the last thing I felt was something original that had came out. The only original in the AAA market. Now, the only original stuff that's come out since then has been in the indie gaming market, and indie developers have done an excellent job at developing.
Is someone there?
Developing new techniques. It's the word. I don't know if it's techniques is the word I'm looking for, or if I guess they've got to get at developing new. What is the word I'm looking for? I guess scenarios, ideals. There's so much more I can do with that, but essentially that there's just so much more that they've changed gaming in a good way.
This is the end for you. I didn't take you.
These are hunters here.
You can't hide from me.
This is what I like about Skyrim. It's just a living, breathing world.
I'm sure I heard something. I've been hunted. Take a look. All right then.
So what bothers me about gaming today is that the market's just, the AAA market's spoiled. Those companies are spoiled. EA, Ubisoft, Square Enix, those guys are all bastards, especially Square Enix. Let me tell you, Square Enix, they released Final Fantasy 15. I understand that the engine they use isn't PC capable. That's fine. The reason why they don't release on PC, a lot of people say it's a preference to console and to help Sony with its PS4 sales. That's the half truth. The only other truth with that is that the Japanese gaming industry does not like PC gamers. But one, PC gaming is actually not as prolific in Japan as you may think, and so the market just isn't as strong. But then what happens is you look at what the market, you get a look at sense of what the market is, and you understand that it's not necessarily as simple as the demand isn't there. There's a strong demand, strong enough to justify there being a market. And what happens in Japan is, on Steam at least, you cannot access, when you access your Steam account in your games, Steam doesn't do the sales in Japan on the Japanese servers like they do on their American servers. Steam doesn't do it. Steam absolutely just doesn't do it. Steam listens to the Japanese developers. Now the Japanese developers won't I like how you can just move along the current here. So Japanese developers and publishers don't like sales. They hate sales. They want you to pay full price. It's something worth pointing out because a lot of times people don't understand. In America and in Europe, even in the Middle East and Africa, if you do a sale, people will buy your stuff. People will buy your stuff. So, it's worth noting that people will buy your stuff. Even in Japan, people will. The rules for consumers is different in Japan. Overall, the Japanese gaming companies are Japanese companies. Japanese companies are very, the best way to describe it is very authoritarian. You must listen to what we say because we are the company. If you are an employee here, you must do it our way. If you are our customers, you must do business with us the way we want it to be done. There will be no negotiation on that. Now, if there's another business they see as equals or superior, they will actually negotiate. But as far as customers and employees go, no room for negotiation.
And have you heard Uncle Rogvir? Tell told him he didn't do it.
Position.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
You betrayed us! Traitor!
You should tell her that her uncle is betrayed his high king. Best she know now.
So yeah, it's actually a big deal what's happening. But basically, it's that attitude. So a lot of companies don't change and they refuse to adapt to new situations. And this is one of them, where the PC market has just exploded in Europe and the US. And Western companies have heeded the call and has came out with some really great titles that they port to PC. If they're coming out on console first, they port to PC immediately. Mass Effect Andromeda, for instance. Now, Final Fantasy 15 was hyped up for years, and then come to find out, as a PC gamer, I can't buy this game because it's not available on PC. It won't be available on PC until what, 2 years from now? Then I won't give two shits about that game. Then in 2018, I will be busy with my comps. I will not be doing anything. I would not have anything to do with Final Fantasy 15. I may get it, but that Square Enix has a really bad rep with ports, and I really think it comes down to the fact that they just hate PC gamers. When they did Final Fantasy 13, Part 1, 2, and 3, you know what they want to do? You know what they did? They capped the FPS at 30 frames per second on a fucking computer. And on top of that, they made it so that you couldn't change your settings for the PC. Meaning you couldn't optimize the graphics, you couldn't change the graphics, you couldn't do shit. And then on top of that, they made it a point to not allow you to... Oh, something's here.
Spiced wine for you? It's a family recipe. Go away.
So they made it a point to make it almost impossible. Not only that, but when you use your controller on that game, on the first one, Part 1, you couldn't control the character, you couldn't control the camera. It was out of control. You couldn't use it. It wasn't playable. And then when you play Part 2, if you had an NVIDIA graphics card, it made a sound the entire game. Completely unplayable. Part 3, I don't know. I didn't. You know why? I don't know about Part 3 because I didn't buy it. That's the last screen in this game. I heard about it and said, nope, it's not the game for me.
Not so. Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt. Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever rate. He's a stubborn old. I don't know what good it'll do.
So yeah, that's my complaint about Square Enix. I particularly understand the culture behind it. I understand the attitude, and I quite frankly don't like it. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to stop it here. It's been great. I gotta go. I will be back later on this evening. Goodbye.